What's going on? Happy Thursday. Not too much going on today. A little bit of slipbacks. Got some stuff to talk about, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Okie dokie. Carlos, what's going on, man? Brian. Radish. Leash. Triumph, what's up, man? Cyrus. Popcorn. Go parabolic. I hope so. But it might not be that way for a little bit. So let's go ahead and start out with the big dog on top. Nothing really changed. I still have this position in my conditionals. Right here. So if we happen to get back down below about 19,962, I will be taking a short on BTC. Ethereum, unfortunately, doesn't have anything at the moment to take a short on or to take profit on. So I am currently waiting to see what happens with that. Obviously, a retest of about 1423 is in the cards. Obviously, that is the previous local low and kind of what we have used as resistance a couple times as we formed this range in particular. So a retest, if we do want to confirm that as support, is probably necessary. I'm not saying that we can't continue to pump, but more than likely we will see a retracement back down to this region or somewhat close to it. In the meantime, all right, just in case that is not going to be confirmed as support and we're going to continue back down to that range, possibly even further, I do have a short on algo that is currently active. You can see that right here. We're up a little bit. I was also trying to take a long on ADA, but it seems ADA does not want to hold that support at this moment in time. We'll go ahead and check that out. Obviously, I'm looking at the larger time frames here. I'm looking at particularly around 40 cents exactly, 40.10 cents. But unfortunately, on the smaller time frames, we did get a ABC top here. Obviously, that's not something that I particularly trade. All right, so it wasn't going to be something that I took a short on or anything like that. But if we do happen to get back above 40.10, I will be going long once again. Because if this is going to be a significant move to the upside and possible retest of some of these higher levels, such as on Ethereum, what I'm really hoping for is at least a retest of this local high here, about 1787. If we can get a higher high on the ultimate structure, obviously that would be awesome. Not only because that would allow us to lock in the profit, but have that hedge trade just in case. Now, the idea that I talked about maybe like 1 or 2 streams ago is still kind of bouncing around in my head. All right, and what I mean by that is we're seeing a lot of these major coins that like you would, have security in. Those are the ones that are getting the major pumps. Whereas some of these other coins like XRP, Algo, they're not really pumping all too much. So what I'm thinking is that these coins are getting their jump ups so that we can have downside price action on these altcoins without risking much downside for the potential for BTC and Ethereum. Basically, it gives us more downside, but these things can absolutely dump off a cliff. All right. Obviously, from like a macro perspective here on ADA, this is Algo, my bad. I technically, if we do happen to dump from here, I would be looking for a lower low off of this, obviously forming this larger structure here. And then that would be the buy-in point once we get back above. Also pretty notable, DXY has made a bullish ABC pattern and we are back above that support region. So obviously, like, I don't read too much into this because we have seen price action pump while the DXY is climbing. We've seen the opposite. But for the case of this, there is some sort of correlation between the DXY and other assets. So with the DXY showing bullish, like I said, I don't know if it's going to be an absolute continuation of the trend, or whether or not it's just going to be like a 0.441, 0.5 retest, and then continuation of the downtrend. We don't know yet. We're planning for both. That's why I'm making sure that I'm locking in my Ethereum profits if we are going to see a major dump. Like I said, I believe it to be Ethereum and BTC are not going to be putting in any major local lows. All right. We might see a retest of 17,560 on the macro. The support is 16,300. So, we could still see a retest of that. It's still in the cards. Now, one quick thing I did want to check out is I want to see how many exchanges don't have this lower low here. All right, because apparently some don't. If Bybit was the only one that put that in, I might take the short here at 20,488, but that is still unclear. So Bitstamp, I don't believe put in the lower low. Yeah, Bitstamp did not put in the lower low. Let's see, let's check out Coinbase. Coinbase did put in a lower low, but barely. Bitfinex put in a lower low. So far not good in terms of being able to take that short position. Let's check out Kraken. Yeah, it seems like across the board. Obviously, some exchanges show it, some don't. But I am leaning on the side of not. I'll leave that up to you whether or not you want to take that. Check out some other coins here. Dot on a decent time frame does have a bearish ABC setup. ADA is just not looking good overall. Like I said, Algo. XMR actually has a bearish ABC setup that I didn't notice, but that is there. XRP on the smaller time frames did put in a bearish ABC. You took advantage of that. Link almost did. That would have been a good short position. We would have put in a slightly higher high there. Sol, nothing too peculiar on Sol. Sushi, there is that larger short position. I didn't continuously try to enter that from yesterday. I took that one entry just because. Voted for it. Not too much in particular that looks exciting. US 100 had a pretty nice dump yesterday. Or I guess a little bit of today as well. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of dry across the board. Like I said, I'm grateful for this little pump because it did happen to give me a decent amount of profit on Ethereum. But we have that hedge position open. I would have liked to have another one, but I don't know if there's anything in particular that I wanted to get into. XTZ is already pretty decently past its resistance. Obviously there's DOT, but I don't know. Well, that's what I'm searching for right now, Simran. I'm looking for short positions just in case. Obviously with the DXY showing what it's showing, there is potential for... I would mostly think like altcoins to dump. Like I said, I do think BTC and Ethereum will dump if these conditions remain. But obviously we talked about it being a possible retest of this level. But it definitely could just be expanding the range a little bit, kind of giving us more time to kind of move sideways here, creating a larger rounded bottom. Check out Bybit itself. Let me see what's up on the 24-hour turnover here. Okay. Nah, that doesn't look appetizing to me at all. Mask. I see it. But no, I'm not gonna be taking that. It's already past that. Not touching Doge. Let me just check it. Like I see, like if you go down to a smaller time frame, of course I can see the ABC, but that is not what I'm typically looking for. Turnover here. That does not look appetizing to me either. That's not bad. Let's see. Let's view it on a higher time frame here. I mean, this is a 1 hour chart here. Very clear and defined A and B and C. I think that might be the one that I take. Let's see. At the moment, I have the BTC short set up. See, a retest of that local low, 16%. We need a higher time frame here. Let me check out some of these other charts, etc. How much price action does Binance have? I think I'll take that short, but at the same time, it is kind of sketchy. It's obviously on the larger time frame here. This is a pretty significant support. And you can see that's what was retested here. So I don't know if we'll be getting further lows than that. But at the same time, if we do go back down and retest it, hopefully we do get that slightly lower low. That would be a good possible hedge position. And the macro support is at this level here. Last macro support was here. And we just got we're getting a rejection from that. Yeah, I think I'll go with ETC. I think that's one of my other short positions that I would like. So I want to enter at about 24.59. Go ahead and set that condition up. Will I take the BTC short? We talked about that in the beginning of the live stream because that is something I wanted to check out. It's indecisive. Like on some exchanges, we did not put in this lower low here. Right here. And some exchanges we did. So I'll leave that up to the user. Me personally, I play on this chart. This is the chart that I use all the time. I'm going to stick to it. Go with what it tells me. And of course, I'll leave it up to you. Make up your mind. But for me, I'll be taking my entry down here. Kite, does it ever feel like with this decreased volatility, the lower time frames have more pull on the market, like the 15-minute? I wouldn't say they have more pull on the market, but I would say like it looks more appetizing. That's the thing you have to fight. Like if we're not getting the moves that we want on these larger time frames, of course, it's going to seem like, why am I not playing this smaller time frame? But eventually it will shift. Till then, just have to kind of play it smart, play these ranges. You rub your eyes wearing contacts lenses? Well, they're like a thicker lens, so they don't fall out easy. The thin like daily wear contacts, those are the ones that like if you just rub your eye the wrong way or look somewhere too fast, they'll fall out. Now, let me go set up my ADA long again. It is unfortunate how that's working out. I wish, I would say if I was playing on smaller time frames, there was that possible long from down here, but I'd rather go with larger time frames. Be 40-15. I'm extra tired today. Extra tired, dude. CHZ. There's nothing in terms of short positions, but you did have a nice long down here. You would have to find a hedge on a different coin because there is none on this coin. Sushi just chops people up, man. You would have been stopped out a good number of times trying to play that. Which is why yesterday I was very hesitant to do so. I left it up to chance, let you guys vote for it. But I wasn't going to continue to re-enter that. Like I said, sometimes you get lucky on those things and they're one and dones if the conditions are right. A lot of the times with those altcoins, they just move back and forth, back and forth. And I can only deal with so much of that. What chart were you on there? Bybit doesn't show that lower low. I was on Binance. Yeah, see, Bybit does not show that lower low. Neither does Bitfinex. Gemini had it. This is one of those Bitcoin situations where you just have to pick and choose. Now, this could be the best thing that we can hope for here, if like you are on the long side of things, is that this is a retest of this previous resistance, hopefully confirming its support, and then hopefully we can start moving up and testing the next two resistances. Obviously, there's a small one here, but just focusing on the larger ones. And then that might mean that we might see a retest here if BTC does something similar. But that's the thing. Hope only goes so far. Try your best to seem logical in what you're doing. Just 100 falling off a cliff. Yeah, it has been for most of the day. We're getting a little bounce now. The number that we're continuing to look for here is 11,070-ish. Currently, we're below that. So we want to stay above. I just wonder why you never use volume profile. It's not a bad tool. I mean, it just shows me what I already know. Like, you can look at the chart here and spot the supports and resistances. And then more than likely, that's where the volume profile is going to show you where the fixed ranges are. Like right here, there's going to be a big, candle coming out. And then probably some around here. And then in the past, there was some right here. Some right here. Oh, let's go ahead and test that. Profile. Range. Add a little bit more detail. And boom. All right, so this is the support that I guessed. You can see big candle wick here. Right here It moved a little bit higher right here. This one was pretty spot on right here. And then we guessed this support here, and you can see giant candle there. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad tool, but if you can see it in the chart, you don't need the tool. That's all. And let me, how do I like turn this off real quick? I guess we'll just delete it. And then like, let's test that on a smaller time frame. I'm not like saying that like I'm an oracle. Like, of course, sometimes it is going to be slightly different, but you can see I was pretty damn close. So if we go down like to a 1 hour here, all right, this is our local high, local low. So to me, like these are the major supports that matter here. Supports and resistances. We'll change the resistances to red. And then we'll just see what the visible volume profile shows. All right, so it's pretty much just showing us like all the volume is in this range. Right here, you can see we have kind of like this lack of volume in this region, and then it spikes right here. If I zoomed out a little bit to the 2 hour, you can see there's pretty much no volume here until we get to this next resistance. But it doesn't tell me much else. Let me increase the visible range here. Yeah. All the supports in this region as it should be. You can see like once we get up towards this resistance, not much volume here. Surprised that nothing is up there. That is kind of surprising to me, but that's about it. Fishy? Oh. Are you looking for a short like me? Oh yeah, we just entered 2 conditional shorts. We're not in them yet, but they are there. Yes, I will be using the Wordle website. So you got that BTC long open too. I mean, I'll try fixed volume range. Throw it up there, see what it does. I'm missing something. Where is it at? Are you taking this ABC if it breaks down? Which ABC? On Bitcoin? Bitcoin, I'll be taking this one right here. But I trade off of this chart, and this chart put in a lower low, so technically to me this is not an ABC. On some charts it didn't put in a lower low. I'll leave it up to you whether or not that will influence your decision. Yeah, the strat seems to be that like high-end altcoins like Sol, XRP. Some of these coins, these are better to short during times like these. Sushi, I wouldn't call it a high-end altcoin. I mean, it has good 24-hour turnover, but at the same time, 24-hour turnover only goes so far. It has to consistently be on the 24-hour turnover chart. You have to select your fixed volume range from that long, short slide bar. I don't see what you mean. Are you talking about where? Yeah, talking about this. Long, short slide bar. It's just showing me the visible. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it, man. My sinuses are acting up today. Oh, I see it. And I click it. I have no clue why this is difficult. Oh, there we go. All right, I understand now. I mean, once again, I mean, it's just showing me the visible range, but I get to control how large it is. So it's showing the same information, just compacted. Okay, you gonna play MW2 today? Of course. I'll be honest, like, you know, I'll play the multiplayer. I do like Infinity Ward's multiplayers more nowadays. Obviously, like, I liked Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, but past that, I really didn't heavily play a lot of the, you know, Sledgehammer or whatever the other company is. But Infinity War, I do like their multiplayers, but I'm really looking forward to DMZ. DMZ is going to be fun. Or at least I hope it will be. Because I've been in Tarkov a lot. So to have Call of Duty and Tarkov combined, it's going to be great. It hasn't come out until like what, November 16th, November 12th? Something like that. I think I'm getting sick. Last week was the first time I was at like a big party. I probably caught something. Can you try BTC ABC on 12 day for me? Thanks. I'll go to a 2-day. I have a 1440p screen here. I mean, a 4K screen. You're probably referring to this right here, right? I understand that is there. That has been called out before. At the same time, when you get into like super long ranges like this, I don't know if the same thing can apply, especially because Bitcoin works off of a different set of standards than most things. So obviously it has reduced circulation to help it get out of that rut. I have no doubt that we could see lower prices, but I don't think we're going to see like a dump down here to the 0.441. So why is this considered an ABC and not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave? You talking about BTC on the macro chart, or are you talking about something else? Because upwards ABCs tend to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. I'll give you that. But it's just about simplification. So usually the 1 and the 2 create an uptrend. 4 typically breaks the uptrend, and then 5 retests the uptrend. So the way that I look at things is, instead of worrying about a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, all right, I'm saying, okay, we have an uptrend, we have a downtrend, we have an uptrend. Just get rid of the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're left with an ABC. It's just simplifying things down to their core. That's all it is. And it's like the times where, like, what if you're looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you don't get it? Like right here, a lot of people on Elliott Wave were probably like, okay, this is not a 4 because we didn't put in a higher high. But to me, I don't need a 4. It's just simple uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. You got to add volume profiles, moon phases, support and resistance, money flow, fishes eating. I think out of all of them, Fish's eating schedule would probably be the best. How about KDA? We looked at it earlier. There's nothing too special on it, in my opinion. I forgot who it was, but someone did point out yesterday that we are below this support here, which is about $1.36, $1.37. And the way that I look at the market is, it's if we can't get it back above $1.37, $1.38, we'll be moving down. And the next available support for KDA would be 71 cents. I don't know if that's a likelihood, but it is there. At the moment, I would say it is the highest probability. But at the same time, we do have to take into account other things as well. We haven't broken our supports. Obviously, we can still go down for a retest, which during that period where BTC is falling, we could see KDA drop down to 70 cents. But we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I don't necessarily have to be on the 12-day in order to see that ABC. And like I said, if you're on the 12-day, I am more than likely expecting you to be talking about that gigantic ABC on Bitcoin, all right, which is what we just talked about. Which, like I said, yes, it's there, but Bitcoin works off of different dynamics. We could get a little bit lower than this level, like, 10K is in the cards if we break 16,300. But BTC has other dynamics that affect its price action rather than regular currencies. Regular currencies are running off of inflation. BTC is running off of deflation. So it could use that to slowly get out of this rut, and then people will start buying into it and force the price up. So if you're talking about the 12-day, you're probably referring to this ABC if I'm guessing. If you're talking about this ABC, I mean, you don't necessarily need to be on a 12-day to see that. This one right here. Which the 0.44, the 0.5 for that would be on this support level here. Coincidentally. Yeah, that's my God, man, I'm so sorry. I am getting sick. That is my ongoing thought at the moment, is that the larger coins are pumping significantly comparative to some of these altcoins. Usually altcoins have good pumps. Now, I'm not denying that some did. All right, Sol did, ADA did, but these are putting in significantly higher highs past their lows. A lot of these other altcoins are putting in pumps to test their lows. So I'm thinking that we might see some, downside movement on BTC. I would say as low as 16,300, but at the same time, it's chronological order. If we break 16,300 and we continue to hold below it, 10K doesn't become the next targeted level. Doesn't mean that we'll get there. It just means that's the next logical level to retest if we can't get back above that new resistance of 16,300. So this wouldn't be like the most significant dump that we've seen on Bitcoin, but when Bitcoin dumps, like over here, let's try to find something to correlate to this. All right, this was the 15th of August. Bitcoin dumped 26%. Let's go to Algo. All right, 15th of August, Algo dumped about the same. Fifteenth of August, KDA has been dumping since then. KDA is down 50%. So it depends on the coin and whether or not people are paying attention to it and buying it up. I don't determine how far it falls, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking that, we're getting higher highs on a lot of these coins that they can dump a significant percentage, but not really break a lot of these lows. I mean, ETH could still come all the way down to here. Like, that's still an availability, most definitely. I just don't know what BTC would look like if Ethereum did that. I'll have to take some like Dayquil or something, man. Let me load up Wordle before it gets too late. Because I don't know how long I'm going to be on live stream today. I'm not feeling all too hot, but I still got some life left in me. You just have to give me one moment while I get this set up. It's a whole thing every time. There we go. Let's play some Wordle. All right, we're going to go with audio. All right, so we got a U and we got an O. But they're not in the correct spots. Can't be... It can't be cloud. Claude. No. Not even a word. Does COD come out on midnight or tomorrow? I'm assuming like traditionally it's been like midnight. That's how all the other CODs have worked. Clout. All right. All right. So we have an O, a U, and a T, but they're not in the correct spots. Tours. All right. We know the O and the U go there. Root. No, there's no R. It can't be tough because tough's not the first letter. No, Johnny, I'm not gonna let you ruin it today, okay? Brad hooked me up with Wordle Unlimited. So it just has mount. No. So it's the T goes here. So it's O-U-T. O-U-T. Youth. No. Damn it. We got one more chance. We got one more chance. Wait, we know the last letter is Y now. So what? Bowdy? Vowdy? Gouty? So we're looking for the first letter here. Howdy? No, it's not youth. We already tried youth. You can see we tried that right there. It did give us the Y though. And we know the Y. We know that the last four letters is O-U-T-Y. I mean, I'll try pouty, but we got it. Oh, jeez. All right, let's do one more. How do I refresh this? I just refresh the page. Play again. Okay. All right, so audio again. That's always going to be my starting word. All right, we know there's a U and an O. Let's try pouty again. Okay, so it's not pouty, but we know that the O and the U go in the second and third letter. Damn it. No new information on that one. It can't be sound because there is no N and no D. Can't be mound. Doubt. There is no D in the word. There's no... So any letter that you see on my screen that is gray, that is not in the word. Rough. It's tough. There's no way it's not tough. What? Okay, we got one more chance. Cough? Did I spell cough? I don't think it is. No, it's not how you spell cough. Or is it? Dough? Alright, I'm seeing a lot of dough. Let's try dough. Damn it. It was cough! God dang it. That's unfortunate. I had it typed in. I mean, there were so many different words that it could have been. That's unfortunate. All right. That's enough Wordle for today. We got 2 in. Oh, you're right. There was no D. No D. I should have thought of it. My bad, sick brain. That's pretty much it today, guys. Not a whole lot else. Like I said, just a recap here. This is my ABC short position for BTC if we dump down. I'll also be posting these setups on Discord afterwards so that everybody can get updated. And then we got ETC. And then what's the last one? Oh, and then obviously if we get back above the support on ADA, I'll be going long on ADA. But that one is already posted in the Discord. And simply due to the fact that the DXY has formed a bullish position, it's one of the reasons why I'm looking for downside, but it's also just being smart, hedging. All right, we have a good trade that's in profit. We want to kind of hedge against that to make sure, because we do have downside potential on Ethereum, even if it's just a retest. All right, look at where we're at. We're just chilling in midair. All right, our closest support region is here. Our closest resistance region is here. All right, obviously, I would prefer for us to just continue and retest that. But there is a chance that we go back down and retest this. If we break back below this, we could get trapped back in this range and probably even pursue further. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go. Like I said, I don't feel too hot today. See what's up. All right, I appreciate you very much. As always, hopefully we get some good price action to either direction. I know my shorts definitely outnumber my longs at the moment, but that's just consequential of the way that the market's looking. As always, trade safe. Like, if you're really getting hit hard, take a step back. Just look at BTC and Ethereum. Yes, there is not always going to be a trade on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the trades that are there are usually worth it to some extent. They might not always work out, but they're probably going to be better than most other things. So if you're really getting hurt, step away from the altcoins for a little bit. All right. Yes, because here's the thing. All right. There's hundreds of coins on Bybit. And if you search hard enough, you will find a setup. But is it worth getting chopped up in the process? All right. Try to stick to coins that are notable, that have been around for a while. Of course, we all got our favorite coins, but just play it smart. And usually Bitcoin and Ethereum can help you understand what the other coins might do. So definitely pay attention to larger coins. If you got to trade just those, just trade those. All right. Like I said, I know that there's no short setup on Ethereum. All right. I know that it's a little bit of ways for a short setup on BTC. But you have been playing these coins long enough, you probably have some of these positions. I'm kind of a hypocrite here. I don't have that BTC long. I would have liked it, but I don't have it. But I do have a nice Ethereum long, thankfully. So, playing both sides, playing the waiting game. That's all it is. He gets plenty of vitamin D's. D's what? D's what, Monk? All right. I'm going to go before he answers that question. All right. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon. Let's go ahead and do the thing. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, like, if I get sicker, then I probably won't be on. But if I'm at the same level, I'll do what I'll do. All right. Bye.